When you're prospecting, should you be intentional or should you be opportunistic? It's Anthony Iannarino, and I want to talk to you about a concept. It's about opportunity creation, but it's about whether or not you should be intentional or whether or not you should be opportunistic in what you do when you prospect. And listen, in sales, the world is always divided into two, and both sides are shown to you as if they're mutually exclusive. Let me give you an example. Go out to LinkedIn and search for social selling, and you're going to find out that social selling is either social selling or cold calling. Not social selling and cold calling, you got to pick one. Or it's social selling or referrals. It's not both of those things. And sometimes we treat things in sales like you can do one thing or the other thing, and that's not a true choice. You can do both of the things. They're not mutually exclusive. And so when we talk about prospecting, you can be intentional or you can be opportunistic. Wrong. You can be both of these things, and you should be, because being both of them will produce better results. So let's talk about being intentional. How do you do that? You make a list of your dream clients. These are the target accounts that you want to call on because you know that you can create breathtaking, earth-shattering, jaw-dropping value for these companies, and they're going to let you keep some of that value in the way of a higher price because you're going to create so much value it's easy for them to buy, and you're going to help them get outcomes they couldn't get without you. That's one way to do it. And when you're being intentional and you're going after these dream clients, you're going to pursue them over a long period of time. You're going to nurture relationships with multiple contacts. You're going to keep calling. You're going to keep making visits. And it doesn't matter how many times you hear no, you're going to keep calling. It took me 7 years to win an anchor account once, and that anchor account spent $2 million a year with me from that point forward. It was totally worth the time invested, even though it took me time to get that account, and now it's been locked up for many, many years. That's what you're trying to do when you play that intentional game. But it's not the only thing you need to do when you prospect. You also need to be opportunistic. So those leads that show up and you go, I don't know if it's a hot lead or not. I don't think they're really ready to buy. The leads are no good. Okay, so you go Glengarry Glen Ross on that and the leads are no good. You don't know if the lead's good or not until you call it. So you have to be opportunistic and you pick up the lead and you make the call. You also cold call. You pick up numbers and you say, I'm going to try this contact at this company because they look like somebody who might benefit from what we do. Do you know for sure that that calls a good use of your time? You have no idea, but you've got to pick up some rocks and turn them over and see what's on the other side. You have no idea what's there if you don't look, and this is being opportunistic. You have referrals where people will introduce you to a friend. Maybe it's an opportunity, maybe it's not, who knows? But you have to check it out because your job in sales is opportunity creation. That's a big part of the job. And you want to be a value creator, and you want to be a closer, and you want to be consultative, and you want to be a trusted advisor, and these are all great things to aspire to, but you also have to be a rainmaker. You have to be somebody who finds opportunities. So are you going to be intentional about this? Yes, absolutely. And are you going to be opportunistic about it? Yes. You're going to do both of those things at the same time because that's the way you produce the best results. I'm Anthony Iannarino. This is Everyday. Hit the subscribe button so that you'll get notice every day when a new YouTube video comes up. And then watch for the banner. I'm going to send you to thesalesblog.com where you can sign up for the newsletter. You'll get that every Sunday in your inbox, my best insights, what you should do going into the next week. I'm Anthony Iannarino. Sign up now, and I'll see you tomorrow.